everyone, I'm Natalia Bilbao, and here's what's happening in LA this week. LA Dodgers win the 2024 World Series. The city turned into a sea of blue for the celebration. As the victory parade rolled through packed streets, we caught up with Dodgers fans, including the mayor, county supervisors, and the current and former city council president. Go Dodgers!
We're just on cloud nine. It's the first day of November, Fernando Valenzuela's birthday. It's 75 degrees in our beautiful city, and there's nothing but Dodger blue for as far as the eye can see.
What a day for Los Angeles. Look at all of that sea of blue. Everybody's together today for our Dodgers.
This is LA coming together like I wish we could come together every day. When you look at this sea of blue filling Grand Park, everybody's celebrating and having a great time for our world champion Los Angeles Dodgers. I'm so proud of this city, and I'm so proud of our great Dodger team.
To hear people were playing with injuries, that they never gave up. They had determination and grit and all kinds of things that when we're thinking about how divided our world is, how hard life feels right now, this kind of team just inspires you. And we want to celebrate them. We want to bring this spirit to Los Angeles, keep it here in Los Angeles. We're excited to have the trophy back in Los Angeles. It's so exciting.
It's fun. It's a highlight of the day, and it just sets the tone for the day, and we know we're the winners.
Thank you once again. You brought this for the community, for the city of LA. Bring the joy back. Thank you.
It was super fun. Watching the buses go by.
Nothing better than being a Dodger fan. I'm a big diehard super fan. I travel all over the world, and I've been to all 30 stadiums, man. Win or lose, I'm a Dodger fan.
Oh, we got another one right there. We got another one. Perfect Dodger baseball. That's all there is to it. That's for Vin, that's for Tommy, that's for Fernando. LA Dodgers all day.
State funding is making a difference on homelessness, moving the needle in the right direction. Governor Gavin Newsom joined Mayor Karen Bass at the Downtown Women's Center to announce funding from the state's Homeless Housing and Assistance Program.
The Homeless Housing Assistance and Prevention Program is critical to our success here in Los Angeles. That funding has helped us to get to the point where we can announce for the first time in years, homelessness is down.
In LA County alone, more than 23,000 women are experiencing homelessness. 90% of these women have endured trauma, underscoring the urgent need for trauma-informed policies and support.
We are currently at Downtown Women's Center located in San Pedro, off of Skid Row. We see the crisis out there of people being unhoused, and with this funding, I'm definitely excited to be able to help out more,
Homelessness is solvable, and the collaboration of state and local leaders makes transformative impact possible every day. We had some exciting news from the governor to share just immense amount of funding that he's dedicating to end homelessness here.
Let me now, of course, bring up the man of the hour, Governor Newsom.
Today, we announce the distribution of $827 million to 37 jurisdictions throughout the state of California, including Pasadena, Long Beach, and Glendale.
With this funding, we'll be able to serve more folks, especially women, and so we know that this will help bring those women indoors.
I was formerly unhoused a while back. It was real hard to get back on my feet alone. If it wasn't through these housing services that connect you either with mental health or substance use, I wouldn't be where I'm at today.
At the Downtown Women's Center, we prioritize holistic, trauma-informed, and culturally responsive services. We served over 5,000 people annually and secured permanent housing for nearly 1,000 women over the past 5 years.
For the public, I think it's really important for them to know that the money that we'll be receiving is needed more than ever.
I was just at an Inside Safe operation this morning in the Pico Union area where we were working on tents as well as RVs and moving people off the streets and inside. So we housed this morning more than 30 Angelinos.
As I shared earlier, the homelessness is solvable. There is a solution, and we're actually working towards it every single day. And our work has actually reduced homelessness for women on Skid Row by 44%. And so this is the immense work that people need to know about and to really celebrate.
Good news on the homeless figures coming down in Los Angeles. At the dedication of the Coelho Center for Disability Law, former U.S. Congressman Tony Coelho was on hand to show Mayor Bass the new facilities. The city and the center will partner on future events to highlight the impact of inclusion.
1, 2, 3.
We're at Loyola Marymount University, and it's the dedication of the Coelho Disability Center here at Loyola, which is my alma mater.
The Coelho Law Fellowship Program is for college students and recent graduates with disabilities who are interested in going to law school. And it's special to me because I myself am a person with a disability. I have a number of psychiatric disabilities. And I went to law school over 10 years ago now. And I know what it was like to be disabled and in law school. And I know what it was like to graduate law school and to join the profession as a person with a disability.
We've already graduated 170 individuals. Everyone has a disability. That's the requirement. As a result of the center, Coelho has now established a minor in disability studies, and so we're trying to promote that. If given a chance, we can succeed. If you don't give us a chance, we'll never succeed.
Today's reopening of the LMU's Westchester campus opened doors for collaboration and innovation, which will drive impactful change, especially as we gear up for major events coming to LA.
The mayor wanted to see what the center was all about, and so I took her through, and so she saw the pictures of when I spoke to the Pope about changing canon law to people with epilepsy could become priests. And then she saw all the pictures of every president since Jimmy Carter that signed to me and so forth on the wall.
So what I was saying to the former Congressman, Tony Coelho, is that we need to lift up the issue of disabilities, physical challenges, and highlight the Paralympics because it's so inspiring. So I hope today is the beginning of a partnership between the City of Los Angeles and the Tony Coelho Center for Disability Law.
I love the fact that she wants to have a partnership with the city and the center in regards to Paralympics. That's really huge, and I appreciate her announcing that today. So I look forward to it, and she's a wonderful, wonderful person.
So anyone who's interested in finding out more information about the Coelho Center, you can visit us at LLS, which is like Loyola Law School.edu/Coelho Center.
Illegal cannabis takes from tax dollars and harms our natural environment. Attorney General Rob Bonta gave an update on how his department pursues the illicit cannabis industry throughout California.
We're here in Los Angeles to announce the results and outcomes from the 2024 Eradication and Prevention of Illicit Cannabis operations that we run out of our office at the California DOJ, and we work with team members throughout the federal and state government. Just wrapped up about 3 months of enforcement up and down the state of California. We touched 36 different counties. We were able to seize over $353 million worth of illegal cannabis plants in these shutdown operations and hand over to local prosecutors cases to take down these illicit cannabis operations that are harming our environment, threatening our public safety, our health and welfare, and hurting workers because of some of the human trafficking that we've seen. what we see, they're in isolated areas, in rural areas. They need a lot of water to grow, so they're diverting waterways, streams, rivers. They're hurting the environment and hurting wildlife in the process. They're putting chemicals on their plants to help make sure that they grow and to maximize profit. Those chemicals get into the water, get into the land, are eaten and consumed by wildlife. If a person consumes it, it could be lethal. They're armed to protect their operations. They're sometimes forcing workers to work involuntarily and against their will. These are dangerous operations that harm both nature, public safety, and when our men and women don a badge and put on a uniform and go to take down these operations, they're putting their lives and health at risk, and we're very appreciative of their important work. We're safer for this, our environment is healthier for this. People who use cannabis as adults and choose to do it are safer because of this, so we're proud of what we've accomplished, and we know we have more to do.
A new dashboard displays the growth of renewable energy across 6 different technologies. While California is a national leader in clean energy, the city of Los Angeles is not far behind.
Today, Environment California Research and Policy Center is releasing our 2024 Renewables on the Rise online dashboard, which is this really cool online resource that tracks the growth of 6 different clean energy technologies over the last decade, both here in California and across the nation.
Two of the biggest things we've seen in the report are, over the last decade, an 8-fold increase in solar energy. That's both utility scale and local solar. And in just the last 4 years, we've seen a 10-fold increase in battery storage in the state of California.
Environment California's dashboard is just a great tool to be able to demonstrate the results of that success.
And it's really exciting because California is once again a national leader in clean energy growth, leading the way in 5 of the 6 clean energy technologies: solar power capacity, battery storage capacity, electric vehicle registrations and electric vehicle charging ports, and energy efficiency savings.
The City of Los Angeles should be commended for setting among the most ambitious clean energy goals anywhere in the United States. So that's reaching 100% clean electricity by 2035. Both the mayor and the city council have been firmly committed to that goal. So it's really just about implementation now, and I think we will get there.
These things don't happen on their own. They happen because policymakers enact policy that causes these shifts to happen. And that's what California has demonstrated, I think, to the rest of the country and to the rest of the world.
The Port of LA gets more funding to get to zero emission. Los Angeles World Airports open for aviation career days, and LADWP will produce more locally sourced drinking water. These stories up next on CityBeat.
The Port of Los Angeles has been awarded a $412 million grant from the Clean Port Program at the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, EPA. Private sector partners will match the EPA grant with additional money, combining to make funds of over $640 million. These will be used to help the port in its transition to zero emission. According to the port, the funds will purchase a variety of cargo handling equipment that is battery electric, zero emission, and human operated. The grant will also fund a new community-led program for zero emission that will benefit disadvantaged areas. The Clean Port Program grant will support the Port of LA in its goal to achieve 100% zero emission operations by 2030. For more information, visit portoflosangeles.org/news. Los Angeles World Airports recently held aviation career days for school students from across LA. Working with local businesses and community partners, the career days took place at LAX and Van Nuys airports, allowing the students to explore a variety of aviation careers. Both days included interactive activities where students could engage with aviation experts and learn all about airport operations. Students could board commercial planes, talk to flight crew members, explore maintenance and engineering, and view the super scoopers used to fight fires. Students received airfield tours for an in-depth look at airport functions and the variety of career options in the aviation industry. To learn more, visit lawa.org/news-releases. The Board of Commissioners at the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power has approved the Groundwater Replenishment Program, which is set to become one of the largest drinking water reuse programs in California. New facilities will be constructed at the Donald C. Tillman Water Reclamation Plant in the San Fernando Valley to produce quality drinking water for over 250,000 customers. The Groundwater Replenishment Program is in partnership with LA City Sanitation and Environment. According to LA's Department of Water and Power, when completed, the program will provide up to 20 million gallons of purified recycled water daily to the city of Los Angeles. For more information, visit ladwpnews.com.
Dia de los Muertos was celebrated across Los Angeles. In Panorama City, Councilmember Imelda Padilla brought community and creativity together to celebrate.
Today we are in the community of Panorama City on Blythe Street, where we have community members coming together with nonprofits and artists to create a space for our community members to celebrate Dia de los Muertos in the traditional way that we do it in the hometown of Mexico City. For a lot of folks that are here from Latin America and particularly Mexico, around this time of year they celebrated Dia de los Muertos, where it's a time to reflect and remember and laugh and just kind of think through all of the happy moments that we used to have with those who have passed.
What brought us here today was just being able to share this glorious moment with everybody, friends, families, just to celebrate, our loved ones that have passed away.
Estamos festejando a los muertos y estamos, que nunca se nos olvide que los muertos son parte de nuestra familia y seguir recordándolos es que ellos sigan vivos en nuestros corazones.
These events really help us come together and understand that there is value into moments like these, that, we can just interact with one another. We can always talk about things that bring us together, loved ones, our current family members, and just talk about how we can always be there for one another.
The 24th Street Theater presented its 19th annual Dia de los Muertos Community Block Party. This one gets bigger every year with thousands gathered on the street to enjoy performances, dancing, face painting, and spotting council members in the neighborhood.
I just wanted to come by. We're going to have a lot of good music, a lot of good dancing, a lot of good shows, but I wanted to come by and just thank everybody for being out tonight.
Today we are here at Hoover and 24th Street, celebrating the 19th year of the Dia de los Muertos event hosted by the 24th Street Theater, Council District 8 and Council District 1. There are food vendors, there are art vendors, there's performers here tonight, and we're out here with community, rain or shine, and having a great time.
We think this is an important thing to take a moment to celebrate together, but also to remember the people that we've lost that are so important to us over the past year.
Thousands of people from the community come. It's always one of the greatest nights of the year.
Dia de los Muertos came from Mexico and Latin America, and it's a moment to recognize our loved ones that are now with our ancestors. So we build beautiful altars like the one behind me, where we put up food, pictures that our loved ones represent, so that we can always have them in mind. And so that's what we're celebrating here today. And it's not just for Latinos, everybody from all communities here in University Park, in CDA and CD1, coming together to have a good time and remember our loved ones that are now resting in the warm embrace of our ancestors.
Every culture has this in common. We all lose people that we care about and that we love and that we're a good example. And Dia de los Muertos tradition gives us an opportunity to celebrate those people together.
You can expect more, and we keep going every year. It gets a little bigger and more people. We estimate about 5,000 people come each year. So it's a big, sweet, happy event.
Bringing these events out into University Park, to the middle of the street, brings more public safety for these communities and creates safe spaces for families to be able to enjoy food, art, and culture. And that's why we organize these events, to bring people together to have a good time, to help families create core memories.
Good Food Day celebrations in LA brought food growers, suppliers, and community gardeners together. These organizations are plugging gaps in the food chain and helping more people get fair access to affordable food.
Welcome to City Hall's South Lawn for the 13th annual Good Food Day in Los Angeles. We are fighting to ensure that every neighborhood from Pico Union to Highland Park has the resources they need to thrive.
We're here to showcase From the People. We're a nonprofit that focuses our support on farmers who grow organic and regenerative produce. And what we do is we purchase surplus or items that they need to find a market for. And we take that surplus, we purchase it at fair market value, and we get it down to the LA area and donate it to food banks and other community-based organizations that help feed underserved communities. We don't deal directly with the public sometimes, and so it's great to see and hear from the people and have them taste the fruit and see that these underserved communities are receiving nutritious and delicious fruit.
I'm here at City Hall for the Good Food Day, where we're helping to remind people that they have a connection to food.
So we've invited partner organizations of ours to do demos, to talk about the work that they do within our local food systems. Again, they are all working in different facets to make sure that we have a food system locally that is fair, affordable, and just for everyone.
It's 2 recipes that we've combined into a healthy snack.
The LA Community Garden Council is a network of 47 community gardens all across Los Angeles, and we have about 2,000 members. Our job is to really make gardening easier, and not just for yourself, but in community. And so today we have these compostable pots, and they have a little organic soil, and they get to plant a couple of seeds and just sort of see how easy it is to become a gardener and really reconnect yourself to nature and soil.
We're here today to lift up the challenges that many Angelenos are still having with respect to food insecurity. We know that in our region, 1 in 4 Angelenos struggle to put food on the table, and today is World Food Day. And our department, the Community Investment for Families Department, is proud to partner with the LA Food Policy Council to support the work that they do, specifically in helping to revitalize community neighborhood markets to help bring more food, healthy food options to families across our city.
LA lights up for art with Luminex. In this week's feature story, our Maria Hallbrown learns more about the public art agency Luminex, which has switched LA onto immersive and illuminating public artworks in the city.
We're a public art agency based in Los Angeles. Super happy and proud to call Los Angeles our home. Public art is about access. It's not that it needs to be a sculpture or it doesn't need to be a mural. Public art is kind of a statement. It's something that's not defined in a gallery or an institution, but it's really out there for people to be able to access.
This very energetic version of public art, and you have captured that with Luminex. And Luminex is something that Los Angeles has enjoyed now for 3 incarnations. Luminex being something light-based.
Why I love it is because it's the intersection of art and technology. So you see the X at the end of Luminex, and it's that intersection that we're really kind of expressing in this particular exhibition and iteration. During COVID, all the galleries were shut, people were not accessing art, and humanity needs to thrive when we have the expression of art brought back into our streets. And the artists being able to start to inspire people, capture moments of time. And so when we released Luminex, it was an idea that Paul Chavez, he's a technical director at Arup Industries, He and I really wanted to be able to bring something into the streets of downtown Los Angeles and, break it up, be able to say that art is still existing in this city, even when people were all in their homes. And so we did it in a safe way. We had it outside and we were able to project these pieces. And the distinguishing factor of Luminex is that it's an art exhibition. We're really, looking to the artists to create the content. We want to have it content rich. Los Angeles is the creative capital of America and innovator in that way, and so that's why it's a perfect home for a project like this. When the public comes and they're like, oh, what's this? There's a real pull, there's an immersiveness because the scale is so big that you're like, whoa, you're like inside of it. What I think is really important is for us to be able to showcase what the city has the potential to do and what we're all about.
In this week's Things to Do, enjoy the Friends of Children and Literature Awards at the library. Head to Sylmar's Stetson Ranch and catch a movie for Native American Heritage Month. All this up next on Things to Do.
Join the Los Angeles Public Library on Saturday, November 16th for an author event as part of the awards from the Friends of Children and Literature. Focal. This year's Focal Award is going to Cookies and Milk by Sean Amos. Amos will talk about his writing process and the inspiration behind his novel. As a child, Amos helped his father Wally, known as Famous Amos, open the world's first chocolate chip cookie store on Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood. Hear award winner Sean Amos in conversation at the Focal Awards ceremony taking place at the Central Library on Saturday, November 16th at 2 p.m. For more information, visit lapl.org/events. Saddle up for a great event celebrating the equine community in Sylmar. Councilwoman Monica Rodriguez invites you to join LA Animal Services and the City Department of Recreation and Parks at Stetson Ranch on November 17th. This is a horse license and microchip event, but there will also be microchip services for dogs and cats on site. Single or multi-year horse licenses will be available for purchase. Enjoy banda and mariachi during the afternoon at the ranch. This horse license and microchip event is at Stetson Ranch on Sunday, November 17th, beginning at 1 p.m. For more information, visit cd7.lacity.gov/events. As part of Native American Heritage Month, join the Los Angeles Public Library for a screening of The Savor on November 16th. This Canadian drama film was adapted from a novel of the same name. The Savor tells the story of the teenager Fern who becomes orphaned when her mother dies suddenly. When Fern finds a self-help book, 50 Ways to Become a Millionaire, she takes its advice to heart, replacing her grief with the quest to become rich. Head to the Central Library for this screening of The Savor on Saturday, November 16th at 1 p.m. For more information, visit lapl.org/events. And that's a look at some things to do.
And that's all for this week. I'm Natalia Bilbao, and from all of us here at LA This Week, thank you so much for joining us. Remember that you can watch us online anytime at lacityview.org, and we're also on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube. See you next time for more LA This Week.